And away in the B race. And this again a very, very strong field. Looks like 19 runners. Just as they settle down, the result of the D race was Clement Scott in 16:19.99. Brian Lynch was second in 16:51.54, and Stephen Quirk was third in 16:55.57. So very, very bunch field as they've come in from the staggers. And already going to the front there, we've got Harry Smithers from Old Melburnians. He's going to lead them. Looks like Stephen Quirk has settled in behind him. Whiteman tucked in behind him. So some of our leading runners are going very strong as they start to thin out, going into the back straight with 12 laps to go. So Smithers leads them into the back straight. Young Stephen Quirk settling these comfortably. I think that's Papanicolo behind him. Whiteman is also well placed. You'll get a clearer view when they come up this front straight. And we're starting to build up. We've got two big races after this one, the women and of course the men's A race. But this is a build-up. We had a very good race. The previous races were good, and well done to the athletes there. Results should be out soon, and of course they'll all be up on the AV website. And again, we welcome people in cyberspace, of course. This is going live out there. So Smithers leads them down the straight here. Stephen Quirk in second place. So moving in the next place is Papanicolo in second, followed by Quirk. Frankson runner is Scott Vance. Whiteman is tucked in there comfortably. The St Stephen's runner, we'll just pick him up in a minute, is Kevin Craigie, the tall figure. Still a very tightly bunched field from first to last place. They're all there in it. 11 laps to go. Smithers, Papanicolo, Quirk, followed by Vance. So into the straight now. Papanicolo has taken over the lead. Papanicolo from Smithers, Quirk, Vance to the outside, and Whiteman tucked in. We'll just get that Collingwood runner in a second. We'll get the 1K split in a few moments there. Looks like Nelson is moving up strongly there also. It's 3:03.21. 3:03.21. 10 laps to go. So sorry, that's Paul Munro of Collingwood. Munro now has gone to the front. Munro, Papanicolo. We've got Craig on the inside of Whiteman.
Three laps to go here.
So we have 3 laps to go. 3, it's Paul Munro of Collingwood. Munro leads them down the back straight of Papanicolo, Whiteman, Craigie, Vance. They drop back there with a gap then to the Collingwood runner there. So Paul Munro running very, very strongly now, really liven this pace up now. Whiteman's the only one to be able to go with him. They've opened up a gap on Papanicolo. Into the straight now. So Munro running a really strong race here. The board will tick over in a minute. 2 laps to go. And it's Munro, a little over half a mile. Munro, Whiteman, Papanicolo, Craigie. Running strongly then there's Scott Vance still. He's all with the leaders there. Vance running well now. We've got a gap there to the other Collingwood runner in Andrew Patton. And coming through now nicely is the Rowan Walker, of course, a very good marathon runner. So down the back straight, there's Munro leads. Whiteman is still with him. Papanicolo is not that far back. Vance followed by Craig. They've opened up a nice lead here. It's a lap and a half to go now. So Munro goes past one of those discus cages coming towards the water jump, and Whiteman right on his heel. Now they're starting up a little further on the Papa Niccolo with a lap and a bit to go. So into the straight, striding very, very strongly. Coming up the straight, Paul Munro, who made the surprise move a few laps back. Nick Whiteman going with him though. Munro, Whiteman, Papa Niccolo, bell lap. Scott Vance in 4th place. Running strongly, Rowan Walker. He's running with Beveridge and Patton, the 2 Collingwood runners. Sam Quirk making another run now. So down the back straight, and Nick Whiteman has now taken the lead. Whiteman is going to try to make it a double for Geelong here, but he hasn't shaken Munro off. Munro didn't go to the front for nothing, and he's going to make another run. 180 out, this is going to be a sprint finish. Whiteman really stretching out now. Munro going with him. Into the home straight they come, and that's Whiteman. There's a quick glance over his shoulder to see where Munro is. He looked on the inside to the outside, sprinting hard. Munro's coming back at him now. Whiteman's head down and digging in. Whiteman hanging on. Munro's making one last ditch effort as Whiteman drives down to the line, and it's Whiteman. Ron Deacon takes us out 14.55.34. Good run there by Nick. Paul Munro. Scott Vance is coming in next. Papa Niccolo, the early leader. Well done. Coming through strongly. We look, Beveridge has finally come through there with Walker, Quirk, the other Collingwood runner, Patton had finished, and coming through was the Bendigo University runner there in Buchanan, followed by Smithers, the early leader. As the rest of the field now coming home, very strong, there's a much quicker run on the other early leaders. Jordan Nelson just coming home now, has run himself out as well.